get some more. There goes the Amazon guy. Hey, Amazon guy. Alright, so we just went ahead and we washed it with water and a regular sponge, and we use a napkin, which are those blue cleaning napkins that you can get at any auto store, to wipe them down pretty well. We did that on the outside part and also on the inner part. What we'll start doing here is we will start by painting or spray painting the inner part of the wheel, and we'll finish by painting the outer part of the wheel. We will be using this Krylon Fusion all-in-one satin paint. We'll go ahead and spray some clear coat on top of that after that, and then we'll go ahead and do the primer. Alright, sorry about that. Amazon guy had to come in and do his thing, which we always happy to see the Amazon guy. But yeah, pretty much that's what we'll do. We'll use those three, and we'll start with the primer. We'll let it sit for a little bit after 2 or 3 coats. Light coat first and a couple of heavy coat, and then we'll let it dry for about 10-15 minutes, and we'll go ahead and we'll apply that paint on there. Let it sit 2 or 3 coats, see how it goes, and after a final coat, we're not going to wait too long, and we'll go ahead and we'll apply the clear coat and let it sit finally and make sure that it cures pretty well. To do the inner part of the wheel, I'm basically going to do it on the grass, but I'm not going to spray on the grass. What I'll be doing is I'll be rolling the tire as I'm spraying it so the can stay in the upright position, and I'll make sure that way that I get to spray, you know, with the same velocity in the same position. So I'm holding the can like this and I'm rolling the wheel and I'm just spraying in the same position. That's basically what I'll do here, to kind of record with one hand and spray with the other hand, but I'm trying to follow, you know, like I said, the lines of the wheel. Now, one thing I have to do is I always try to do the contour first, and I usually do it by working on the side, so I know for a fact that there's nothing left, as far as there's no silver spot or previously painted spot that's showing up there. And then I will do that side, I'll do that side, I'll do this side, okay, and then I'll do the inner part, and then I'll move around and face that side and do that side as well. So it's kind of the same pattern that you have to follow with all the creases. So that's why a lot of time the curvier the wheel, or the more complicated the wheel is, you know, the harder it is to get everything on there without having any drips and anything like that. Because if you want it to adhere properly, you have to get your primer on there. So that's the little battle that we have to battle with here. I mean, be a part of. But yeah, guys, there you have it. So it's kind of that. Do it like that. You might come back and redo it a little bit more after that, but it's primer, instant dry or fast dry, that's how they call it. So I do that. Now always remember to put your mask, guys. It's very important. You don't want those fumes. You need to be alive long enough, you know, to take care of your family or your loved ones, you know, or make more money, whatever the case is. You value your life, so put on your mask when you're doing this kind of things, so it doesn't, you know, you don't get to inhale everything. And another reason why I also do it outside is so I don't get to really inhale, you know, any of that stuff. So just trying to show you on this one so you can have an idea. And also, when you're buying your spray paint or your primer, always take an extra can or two. You never know how the job is going to turn. You never know if you might need to spray a little bit more on one than the other. You never know. So always get yourself a little bit extra just to be on the safe side. So this is about, after we've done, I would say roughly about 3 coats of primer on the outside. And we laid it down and we did the primer on the top of the wheel as well. It's not been painted yet. As you can see, it is flawless. Now there's some little scratches here and there. I didn't want to refinish those because I've had a lot of bad experience with aluminum wheels coming off of Fords, so I'm not gonna engage in that kind of. I just want to make sure that everybody understands. So you're following the lines of the wheel, meaning like this, we'll follow that line, we'll follow this line, you know. For the side back there, we follow that line, and then we move as we go. So that's what you need to do, and you got to be at the same distance from the wheel to the can, so you make sure it's spraying the exact same way and it's kind of even. So as you can see, it looks really close, and all I used was a can. I didn't even use a gun, which I do have a spraying gun, but I didn't use that. So just make sure you get it all on there. You know, you take your time and you do it right. The prep work is very important. The work itself is very important, and the temperature outside has to be really good so it can cure well and you can have a good look at it. So there you have it. Like you can see here, for example, you still see some little spots there. So those are the little spots that you take care of after you let it sit. The reason is you want it to be really good. The more time and attention to detail you put into it, the better the result is going to be. So don't be afraid to take your time and do it right. But yeah, I would say definitely plan on using 1 can per wheel. Doing this last coat, I just want to show you guys something. As you can see those little driplets? They're coming from the spray can right here. Now that's why you don't want to spray with the can facing down, because at one point in time you're going to get some of those on there. So again, remember, I would not recommend you spraying with the wheel flat down. I want you to roll that wheel gradually as you go, which unfortunately I can't show you because I only have 2 hands, but you want that tire to be up and you can roll it and keep on spraying in the upright direction, so whatever driplets you have, they just drip going down and they don't get on your wheel or mess up the texture. So I'm going to lift this up and I'll try to clean it up a little bit by spraying a little bit on it, but it's not a big deal because I will correct that with the paint. So just remember, put that wheel up and roll it around. You might look stupid, like a lot of people have been driving by here and they think I'm crazy, but that's what you want to do if you want to get it done right. To start the painting process, make sure you always shake your cans. After spraying a couple of sprays, I mean, you will figure out how many, but I'll say about 10-15 sprays. You want to move your can away from the wheel or the surface you're painting and shake it out a little bit so you can get the driplets off the tip of it so it doesn't fall on your deal. So we'll go ahead and get that started, a couple of coats again, and we'll let it sit, and we'll revisit in a little bit. What our wheels look like when they're finished with the primer. That's the matte look. It's pretty much the look you get if you're doing matte black on your wheels. I mean, I think it's one of those looks that you know, to everyone their own, but a lot of time, you know, it really depends on how much of a matte person you are, meaning you like it now and then the next day you might not like it and you have to redo the whole work. But it looks pretty sharp with that finish. I've done 2 of the wheels already in satin black, and that's the look we have. We're letting them cool off here and kind of cure. We might apply some gloss. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I'll still do the gloss on it because the gloss is pretty pronounced right now. So I might still do some just to protect it. But yeah, pretty much that's the look we'll have when we're done on that. So, you know, pick your poison. You either want to go gloss black or you want to go matte black. So who are you? Let me know in the comment if you're matte or if you're gloss, matte or satin guy. You have it. I let it dry a little bit. Nothing is ever perfect, which is the reason why we do this thing, so everybody can see. I don't know if you can see there. There's some shabby spots there, shabby spot there. So I will go ahead and I'll do a gloss coat just to kind of try to even all that out. Some more than none. There was a spot here that had some overspray right there. I don't know if you can see it. And there was another spot here that had a little bit of overspray. There you have it. So I'm gonna let it sit a little bit. There's a big difference after it dries out. Satin black kind of, you know, it tones down a little bit. It's a little bit more subtle, than the gloss, but I did apply some gloss, and you can see it's bringing that shine back. So that was after my first couple of coats of gloss. Again, the way the can is, it's more of a constant pressure type of thing, so you just have to be able to get it to go everywhere. Same distance between the can and the wheel. You know, you apply it until you get that little bit of shine, and you let go. You don't want to do any overspray. It glows because it looks, clear coat that has overspray looks really bad. I'm not even gonna lie. So you'd rather come back and do a bunch of coats than just try to get it done all at once. So that's kind of where we stand now. Trying to touch it up, make sure it looks all even. You don't have any dust, overspray, or anything like that. And you let it. After I've sprayed 2 or 3, because it depends, since you go back and forth, coat of clear coat. How did I even say that? Coat of clear coat, my lord. After I sprayed 2 or 3 coat of gloss, or I've went over 2 or 3 times with a coat of clear, with some clear coat. So you can see it, the shine is definitely there. We're gonna let it dry out. Again, the advantage with clear coat is it kind of protects a lot from little debris, you know, little rocks and stuff like that, and it kind of helps you mask some of that little ugly looking oversprays that we had. So let me know what you think. Definitely looking forward to it drying up, so we can see a little overspray is still there, you know. But I believe, all in all, tell me if you would pay some premium money for some sweet looking wheels with tires looking like that. But let me know what you think. Again, it's not perfect, but we took our time and we gave it all, and I believe we did it right. I think it came out pretty well. So guys, again, let me shut up and let you guys take a look at it. So a little bit over 9 spray cans later, that was the end job. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any question, let me know. If you have a different way of proceeding, let me know in the comment as well. I would like to know about that. But pretty much that's how you can get something back from, you know, the old looks like you saw before to the brand new look. And with the clear coat and the multiple coats, it's gonna last, you know, for a little while. So again, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.